Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, and it's going to be just freaking lovely right now. You better sit down for this. Have a seat just real quick. So here we go. As I am doing this video blog, no shocked face yet, at least. Maybe. We'll see how this plays out. But stocks are up again, triple digits across the board. Very nice thing on Wall Street thus far. Again, no surprises here. We know what's going on. But what we just found out is going on is pretty deep. And sometimes I worry that maybe I'm putting a little too much light on things. So if anything ever happens to me, you know why. All right, let's do this. So we just found out, and this is important. This is where I want you to sit down. An American economist whose name is David Malpass is being nominated by President Trump to run the World Bank. Let's talk about that a little bit. It's important. Let's talk about David real quick. This guy helped run a Wall Street mega bank into the ground. That is Bear Stearns. He was their chief economist for the 6 years leading up to the financial crisis that literally brought the world to its knees. Okay, currently, this guy, Malpass, let's just call him David, is the Undersecretary of the Treasury for International Affairs. Let's see if we can get that right. Undersecretary of the Treasury for International Affairs. Got it? Okay. So he's a pretty lofty guy, a very powerful man. This guy is being nominated by President Trump to run the World Bank. So what does the World Bank do? And why is this such an important position? The World Bank issues loans to other countries around the world. Where do they get their money? I'm going to give you one guess. The Federal Reserve. Now, I don't know how many of you out here have listened to me. I have explained to you, there's a lot of chatter out here, even, believe it or not, till right now, that President Trump wants to end the Fed. I have explained to you, which feels to me like time immemorial, that the president wants the Federal Reserve to be at the top of the pyramid. That's exactly what this move would do, putting this guy, again, in such a position at the World Bank to flood the world with Federal Reserve debt notes. I would love to hear what your take is on this. This is huge. And I'd be willing to bet it's not going to get that much coverage. Stuff like this, people don't even understand it. And that's the whole premise. People don't know what the World Bank does, what these people do, who they are, their alliances, or, again, anything else connected to it. It's a twisted thing. But it's the truth. And it all plays into the game that is going on right before our eyes, people. And let me say this too. I think it was the Wall Street Journal. You might want to go look that up as well. If you recall, a few weeks ago, I had mentioned the fact that I believed we were going to start to see negative rates at one point here in the United States. Well, it looks like the groundwork is being set to do that. And that's where the Wall Street Journal comes into play. There was an article speaking about that. Just came out today. Sometimes I scare myself. It's the truth with regard to timing of all this. But look, it's not hard to understand what they're going to do before they do it. They have no choice. We're in a very, very bad spot here. You're going to listen to a lot of stuff today. We're going to hear from the president later regarding the economy. And I can promise you, you are going to hear the president say that this economy is the strongest it's ever been. We're the strongest in the world. But what he will not tell you, is this is only being brought about because our debts and deficits are exploding. We're buying jobs through this mechanism. We're propping up our economy through this mechanism. But it's ignored, and you will never hear a member of the Trump administration or the president himself explain this to you. And I'm not putting down the president. These are the facts. It's a fact that our debts and deficits are exploding. If they were not, you know this to be true as well as I do. Do you believe things would even seem as well as they do? You cannot borrow your way into prosperity. You can't do it. There's always a price to pay in the end. But that's where we're at. And that's why the stock market is higher right now yet again. It's a game. A very dangerous game. Anyway, do a little research on this guy, David Malpass. You might be very, no, you won't be. You will be very, very surprised about what you discover. All right, with that said, get this video out there. Share it. Let people understand what's happening a little bit. It's important. I'm counting on you, especially if you're a part of my team, and I love you. It's the truth. See you at the end of the day.